Hi, my friend. It is Heather Dunlop with Thriving Woman, and just wanted to come back to you live today. We're doing the 5-day series about how to be assertive. So today's day 3, and what we're going to talk about today is standing in your power. So, day 1, we spoke about the difference between being assertive and being aggressive, whereas assertive is really just standing up for who you are and what your beliefs are, right? Day 2, we spoke about your values and holding yourself of value so that you are assertive and you don't get pushed around, you don't get talked over, you don't get manipulated into doing things you really don't want to do. You learn to put yourself first because you value yourself and you value your beliefs and your opinion. Today, let's talk about standing in your power. So, what is stand in your power? It's really about owning your body and having an energy coursing through your body that says, yes, I am assertive, I'm confident, I believe in myself, and I have every right to be here just as you have every right to be here. And when you stand in your power, you hold yourself differently, right? Instead of just kind of wimping and kind of falling into yourself and, just kind of, okay, whatever you want, I'll just go along to get along. Mm-mm. Nope. Being assertive is definitely not just the go along to get along. Being assertive is saying, hey, I'm here and I'm of value. And I'm going to carry myself like I'm someone of value because I am, because you have every right to believe in yourself. So you stand a little taller, you hold your head a little bit higher, and you carry yourself in a manner that you move with a purpose. You move through life with a purpose. Whatever that purpose is, you move with a purpose. You don't just kind of wishy-washy, and bounce around and go wherever someone else wants to go or, have whatever they want to have. One of the things I want to point out about this is there are a couple of friends of ours who are a couple, and the one person A, gets whatever he wants, and he's always saying, this is how it goes, this is what I want, this is what we're going to do this and this, and he gets what he wants every single time. The other part of the couple is not allowed to have an opinion. I mean, that's how it appears, because you ask, oh, do you want a glass of water? Well, I have to check. You have to check to have a glass of water? Like, are you not allowed to be thirsty? So it's very off balance. And I don't want you to be in a situation like that. I want you to stand up and say, yeah, you know what? I want a glass of water. Do you want one too? I'm going to get myself a drink. Do you want one also? Yeah, this is what I'd like to do today. This is where I want to go to lunch. Do you want to go there too? Let's go. And make an agreement. Come to an agreement about where you're going to go. Don't just let the other person get everything they want all the time and just roll over you and not let you have an opinion. And if the conversation isn't as comfortable, that's okay. Because you're not doing it to be mean. You're not doing it just to push back and say, no, you can't have what you want. You're saying, hey, this is my opinion. Let's talk about it. Let's be adults and come to a compromise if we don't agree. That's what we do as adults. As responsible human beings, we learn to compromise. And we do it from a position of being assertive and saying, I know who I am. I value my beliefs. And this is what I want. So let's work towards something that works for both of us. So stand in your power. Physically, stand in your power. If you're ever feeling like you're getting washed over in a conversation or someone's like pushing their way and they're not listening to you, just take a breath, let it out, and kind of bring yourself up. Raise your shoulders, put your shoulders back, stand a little taller, hold your head higher, and say, okay, now speak from that voice. Because your voice is going to change as well when you stand in your power. And the people on the receiving end of that will say, something's different here. They may not know exactly what's different, but they'll know something is different. And that's what you want. You want to say, yep, I believe in myself. I value myself. My opinion is valuable. And this is what I want to do. So I'm going to stand in my power, be grounded in who you are. Now, the other thing about standing in your power, you don't want to get so rigid that you're like, okay, and you're like ready to fight and you're shaking because you're so tense. That's not what it's about. It's about being relaxed and holding yourself up. right? And standing in your power, because your power is fluid. Your power isn't rigid. It's very fluid. And it's going to hold you up, and your voice is going to come out with a different strength to it as well. You know, when you kind of go down here, you can even hear it when I change my voice. I'm not doing this intentionally. You don't get as much air, and everything comes out softer and it changes. And when you hold yourself up, you can get more power and strength in your voice, which helps to relay the information you want to relay and say, yep, I'm valuable. I'm here to be heard. And I'm of an opinion that this is what I want. So let's work toward getting that. So stand in your power, because it's a very important part of being an assertive person. And as you move around, like, let's say go to the grocery store again. Let's say you go to the grocery store and you're kind of, wishy-washy, whipping, pushing the cart, leaning on the cart, dragging on the cart. You've got no energy to you. Someone like that appears to be a much easier target than someone who's standing up, walking with a purpose, going in the direction they want to go, and pushing the cart. Instead of using the cart to support them, they push it to hold their items. And they move with a purpose through the grocery store and out the grocery store, back to your car, load up your car, put the cart away, hop in your car and go. Right? You don't appear to be an easy target to someone who may be lingering around, looking for someone to go after because whatever's going on in their mind. And you and I know, as people who've experienced sexual assault or domestic violence, that we don't want to be a target ever again. And that could possibly be one of the biggest fears that we have, is that it will happen again. So when you carry yourself as an assertive person and you live yourself in an assertive manner and you stand in your power, you diminish the size of your target. So think of it like a bullseye. Someone who is just kind of wishy-washy, flowing, going along, not paying attention to anything is the target about this size. And the more assertive you become, the smaller that target becomes. So that it becomes so small that they don't hit you. Not because you're hiding and shrinking, because you're less attractive as a target to them, because you're harder to go after. So when you're assertive and you stand in your power and you walk with a purpose and you speak with meaning and you value yourself and your opinion and you understand how to be assertive when it's necessary to be assertive, you're not going to be a target. All right? So take the steps to become an assertive person, right? Tomorrow we're going to continue with day 4, but for now, this is day 3, stand in your power. So if this is resonating with you and you'd like to learn what it'd be like to work with me one-on-one or in a group, give me a call. I'm going to put my link in the first comment down below. Let's have a quick 15-minute call and let's take this to the next level. Let's go a little bit deeper and see what it'd be like for you and I to work together. This is Heather Dunlop, and always, always remember, you have strength within you.